Hi everyone, I'm Wendy, and today I'm making an oil-free, whole food, plant-based Harira-inspired soup. Harira is a Moroccan soup that often contains different kinds of meats, but it also has lots of lentils and chickpeas, so it's easily made vegan. I'll start by sautéing one large chopped onion. I often say in these recipe videos, you can decide how much effort you want to put into adding more depth of flavor. If you're in a hurry, you can just dump everything in the pot and cook until the veggies and lentils are done cooking. But if you have a few extra minutes and you want to take the time, you can add some more flavor. And that starts with the onions. I like to sauté them until they start to caramelize and turn brown. And there's no need to add oil to achieve this. Simply allow the onions to cook untouched until the sugars in them start to come out and caramelize. I'm also adding 2 chopped ribs of celery to cook along with the onions. As you let these cook, you'll start to see the pan turning brown. And once this happens, you can add a little bit of water or vegetable broth to the pan. This will deglaze those brown bits, which is where all of that flavor lives. If your pan is preheated, this should take about 5 to 10 minutes. Next, I'm adding a few cloves of minced garlic, and it's also time for the spices. I'll have all of the measurements written out in a blog post linked below the video. I'm using a mixture of smoked paprika, turmeric, ginger, cumin, black pepper, cinnamon, and if you want to have a little bit of a spicy kick, you can add some cayenne. Stir this around while cooking for about 30 seconds to a minute until the spices are really fragrant. Then add in 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. Once again, stir this around and cook for another minute or so. This will start to caramelize the sugars in the tomato paste to develop the flavor. Next up is a can of chickpeas, a cup of sorted and rinsed green or brown lentils, a half a cup of sorted and rinsed red lentils, some crushed tomatoes, and finally some water or vegetable broth. I'll cover this and bring it to a boil, then reduce it to a simmer and cook for about 45 minutes to an hour, stirring occasionally. The green lentils are what will take the longest to cook, and the tomatoes in the soup may slow down the cooking of dried beans. So you'll want to check to make sure the lentils are fully cooked. The time it takes will also depend on how fresh your lentils are. If you've ever had lentils or other dried beans that don't seem to soften no matter how long you cook them, it might just be that they're very old. As long as you're able to get the beans soft, they should still be safe to eat, but it's best to use fresh beans that haven't been sitting in the pantry for years. Once everything is fully cooked, I'll add a generous handful of chopped fresh parsley. And I eat a low sodium diet, so I don't generally add salt. But if you do, this would be the place to add some to taste. This beautiful soup will make your kitchen smell so delicious. Often it's combined with either rice or vermicelli noodles, and I'm serving it over rice with a squeeze of lemon. We still have a couple of cold months left, so this is the perfect meal right now. The spices in this soup are so warm, comforting, and cozy, and I hope you'll enjoy this whole food plant-based version. Thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I hope to see you next time.